welcome to a very special episode of Melon Keeper Gold. And why is it special? Well, it's special because I made this game. I made this game over the course of a couple months, on and off, working on it for a university assignment. And it was a pretty long and arduous process, but we got here. We've got Legend QMB, that's my game. I'm just going to quickly go to the credits because I can't really take any claim to the art and music in this game. I was very lucky that in 2020, 2021, there were a bunch of these itch.io bundles that I ended up buying because I had nothing to do and I wanted to play a bunch of video games. And it turns out that all of these bundles also had asset packs in them. So I have all these asset packs in here, and I didn't pay a single pound for them. If you think about it, I did pay for them because I bought the bundles, but I didn't really pay for them because I bought the bundles ages ago. So it's basically free, you know? So yeah, I just wanted to get through the credits first because I didn't make any of the stuff you're gonna see other than I programmed the game. Now with that out of the way, let me introduce you to my game, Legend QMB. It's a 2D platformer. I was never gonna make anything other than a 2D platformer. Like, as soon as I knew I had this assignment, which was a couple years ago, I was always gonna make a 3D platformer. Here we've got NPC Wordsair, the very creatively named NPC who teaches you how to play the game. That's pretty cool. You can go through these doors, they take you to the next screen. You can see you can double jump, and the feather indicates whether you're able to double jump or not. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You've probably seen other games do that before, like Slap City, but I don't know. I thought it was cool. So I tried to make it so that camera actually shows you the next platform, but it only really does that if you walk all the way up to the edge. So that's a bit of a problem, but whatever. I put these moving platforms in. Check it out. It's a moving platform, and you actually move with it. These spikes kill you. They're kind of like Celeste, but the big difference is, like, I don't have a death animation, so you just instantly kind of teleport back. But that's fine. Here I was trying to teach people, like, oh, you can't just, like, jump, you'll get hit. You've got to, I mean, there's two ways. You can either jump earlier, which I think is still teaching them something, like, about the arc of the jump, or you can, like, slow down in midair. This level's pretty cool. It's got, like, two paths. You can go left or right. Most people go left, from what I've seen, which kind of makes sense, because right has moving platforms, which is scarier. But I'm pretty sure going to the right is faster. I don't know. But yeah, there you go. And here we unlock the dash. If it sounds familiar, it is basically just the Celeste dash. You can dash in 8 directions. If you dash into the floor, you get your dash back. So you can kind of wave dash, but it doesn't really feel as good as wave dashing. And yeah, I don't know, it's pretty cool. So this bit's supposed to teach you about the upwards dash, because I noticed when I was playing it that a lot of people would not figure out that even though the text box says, oh, you can dash upwards, a lot of people would not read it. So you can't actually get past this screen without dashing upwards, because otherwise you will not be able to really play the game without knowing how to dash upwards. So, you know. And then this level, I don't know what I was doing here. It's just a big level. And this is the final level, because the whole idea was like, oh, make a vertical slice of a game, so I didn't feel like I had to add like a bunch of more levels, because I kind of showed off all the mechanics that I had. One mechanic that I wanted to add but didn't end up doing was I wanted to... Oh yeah, you can also see the controls from the controls. That's pretty cool. That was a mandatory feature I had to add. I wanted to add like wind and stuff, but I couldn't really design any good levels around it, and I was like, you know what? This doesn't really show off any... Because the thing is, we had to make it in Unity, which, like, you know, some people will say, like, Unity is a shitty company or whatever, and they are right about that, but, you know, I'm not going to put up a fight, because at the end of the day, like, they're not going to listen. I'm not going to... I have to make it in Unity, and honestly, there's no... You know, I have no allegiance to any specific game engine. And since all the course materials are for Unity, I'd rather just, like, you know... Rather just not put up a fight on that one. So it's in Unity, and the thing is with Unity is, like, there's literally a built-in thing called an area effector, which is basically wind. It just pushes the thing in the area a certain amount at a certain angle. So if I put wind in the game, it doesn't really show any programming ability on my side, even though it would be pretty cool as a mechanic. So one thing I found out, which I can't really show off in this screen, well, one thing I found out when I was making it is if you had you can see my mouse. If you had like a spike here and you walked here, you would get hit by it. So I made the spikes a pixel shorter hitbox, and then that worked. That fixed it. But it made it so that you could stand on them like this, but it made it really hard to stand on them like that. Like, it was 1 pixel worth of distance, but you usually move more than 1 pixel in a frame. So it was really hard to make that work. So I actually ended up making it easier. And the reason I made it easier is because, like, if it's gonna be possible, I'd rather people were able to do it consistently, because otherwise it becomes really frustrating when, like, you know it's possible, but you're not quite able to do it consistently. So I made it quite consistent. It's now 2 pixels wide, and that means that you're able to do stuff like this. That's the only time in this little vertical slice that you're able to skip anything by doing that. But I do think it's pretty cool as a mechanic. So yeah, I'm glad I got that in there. And I think that's it. That's Legend QMB. That's the game I made. Comment down below if you think it's cool. I think I will add more levels to this now that I've submitted the assignment. I would like to actually make more levels before I publish this game, but I probably will publish it because I put so much work into making it for the assignment that it'd be a shame if no one else got to play it. So look out for that in the future, but definitely not right now. It's not in a state where I would, like, be happy to publish it. See ya!